This week, the sky is giving us a little time to prep for eclipse season. And for that, we thank it. We thank the universe for being so loving and kind and generous. As always, welcome to Cosmic RX Radio, a podcast that gives you real-life tools of spiritual empowerment and pure hype. I'm your host and intuitive guide, MADI Murphy. I'll be serving up your weekly energy readings, cosmic boss interviews, and astro inspiration. Are you ready to love yourself more, manifest your dream life, and own your magic? Let's jump in. Welcome to today's episode of Cosmic RX Radio. Welcome to your Eclipse Season Spiral. Did I say that? I mean Eclipse Season Special. This is me, your girl, your high vibe hype woman, your cosmic consultant, your personal tour guide on this mystical and messy but wild ride of being a human. It's Maddie Murphy. How are we doing? The sky is giving portal vibes. It's giving cosmic plot twists. It's going to give a whole lot of karmic shake-up, wake-ups energy because, we're about to head deep into the eclipse portal. And this week, truly the astrology, there's really not much happening until Saturn goes retrograde, but that's not even in this week's upcoming astrology. So I thought, how kind and loving and wise of the universe to kind of give us an off week. It's like when your teacher's like, you know what, no homework this week, just catch up on those assignments I know that you haven't done, you need extra time with. So thank you to our planetary professors for being so wise, because damn, Earth School has been a lot lately. Earth School has been a lot. And I am so grateful for all of you. I was just having like a funky day. And then I found out from Chris Corsini, who's an amazing astrologer, that the Schumann resonance has been off the charts, like literally blacked out, so intense. And I'm like, that makes sense, because I was just feeling like a little low, a little slow, and for no reason. I mean, obviously, like the world is the world. But I, met with our new moon for our new moon call to prep for eclipse season with our Cosmic RX Plus community of baddies. A few people sent me like cute voice notes out of nowhere. Did a little dance party with my boys, like got my hair did. And I'm like, okay, she's back. So if you're feeling it, you're not alone. And that's actually a good reminder. We are doing a 28-day challenge. By the time you watch this, it'll have started, but you know what? Psst, I can let you in. I can like open the velvet rope a little bit. I know a guy who knows a guy. It's me. I'm the guy. If you want to come in, because I really wanted to this eclipse season have an accountability group, a focus, like a spot to really align with your highest and hottest and most joyful and most abundant and most vibrant self, because it's been a lot lately. And truly, like, I'm not discounting from everything happening in the world, but like, the world doesn't benefit from us being like so depleted and depressed and disassociated and disconnected, right? The world needs us in our aliveness and our joy. And that is so much about what I think it means to live in the cosmic zone. So if you want to spend eclipse season with us, it's free as long as you have a copy of the book. It's going to have a WhatsApp group. There's PDFs. There's a little appy app so you can habit track, gamify your gorgeous, gorgeous glow up, girl. And yeah, like this eclipse season, it's Virgo, it's Pisces. We want the structure, the practices, but we also want the magic. We want the imagination. And we want to remember that like it is a miracle, a miracle. It's a miracle you're alive. You're beautiful, like Cinderella. And I hope you get everything you want in life. So yeah, okay, Virgo announcements. This episode today is just going to be about eclipse season prep, self-care, all of that, okay? And a little hangout, a little clickety-clack, a little kiki, okay? Cosmic kiki. And if you want an in-person cosmic kiki, reminder to mark your calendars for September 16th. If you're in the New York City area, the tri-state area, if you just have some extra points and want to fly in, come through, bring your biggest, baddest cosmic vibes. We're going to have books. We're going to be mingling. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to have good energy, and we need more of that. It's at Rocco's, which is just one of the coolest spots in New York City. So yeah, like come on down. That's it for the Virgo. I'm trying to keep things just a focus on the eclipse self-care. In terms of the moon report, we always need to know what's going on with the moon, right? So Monday, the day this podcast comes out, we're coming off of that Virgo new moon. So we're still in that organization station energy. We're meal prepping, we're cleansing, we're clearing. We are ritualizing our life so we can romanticize our life, okay? And just pro tip, try not to nitpick yourself to death, okay? Don't pick your face. don't pick your nose, or do if you want to. And definitely don't pick on yourself. Okay. We're choosing progress over perfection as always, but especially on Virgo moon days. Do one thing just to move the needle closer to you feeling like your best and brightest self. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's Libra moon energy. We love the Libra moon energy. It's relational intelligence to the max. We're talking about balance. We're talking about harmony. We're feeling flirty. I always like just to be a big, little, sacred flirt on these days, like seduce the universe. Just, it feels energizing. I think flirting is just one of the peak connections of human experience. And I mean, I flirt with everyone. I'm like, man, woman, old, young, whatever. Like, I'll freaking flirt with a tree. I flirted with a tree. You big old hunk of oak over there. What are you looking at? That's how I flirt, by the way. No, but it's really cute to have that connection, to point out something to someone, to compliment them, to ask questions. It does something for you too. Okay. What we're going to look out for on Libra Moon Day is just about being like too indecisive, too passive, putting yourself last, not doing that. Thursday through Saturday afternoon, we're in Scorpio moon energy, which is the deep feels, transformation, intimacy. We're talking about like moving our body. We are getting into our body. We're coming off that flirt energy, and we're going deep into just sex goddess energy. And we are remembering that you are a cosmic creatrix, and you have the energy of all creation within you, and that you can be sexy, whatever that means to you, at any time you want, as long as you decide it. And when you are in connection with your sexiness, you are in connection with your life force, baby. So get to the source of it. Get out, the sex toys, the vibrator, get out the lingerie, get out a sexy cam, put on some candles, some Christmas lights, and like just allow yourself to feel in awe of how sexy you are, instead of spiraling, because that could be the shadow energy of a Scorpio moon day. We can get into like paranoia, spiraling. Let's get out of that. Let's spiral them hips instead. So Saturday night into Sunday, we have a Sag moon. So this weekend, we're going low, we're going high, we're going deep, we're going like, we're being silly, we're being party girl. This is big energy. This is optimism. This is future vision. This is having fun. This is laughing. Self-care tip. Do something adventurous. Do something for fun's sake. Do something a little out of the comfort zone. Like go out, shake it till you break it. Like just, it's that fire moon energy is like, an adventure can be a new walk in a neighborhood with a fun new podcast. It could be booking a trip. It could just be like getting out of your comfort zone and like, I don't know. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just like a big advocate for dancing on tables. Like go somewhere and dance and be silly. Me and some of my girlfriends went out a few weekends ago, and like we all haven't been out in a minute. And I'm like, does anyone dance? Does anyone get weird anymore? Everyone's all worried about cringe. And I'm like, you know what? No, I was dancing like a demon. I was having an exorcism off my body on this dance floor, being so silly. No one was following suit with us. And just the four of us girls just being so silly. By the end of the night, everyone there, it was like, these girls need this. Like, we're technically like, we think we should shut down, but these girls are like going through something right now. And then we ended up dancing and being twirled around with like the security there at a Pink Pony Club, these big burly men just being like, Pink Pony Club. And we all were having a giggle and a hoot. And we just like, we had a great night. So it's just like Sag moon days. I'm like, go burn off something, do something fun, be a little silly, get out of your comfort zone. There's so much there waiting for you. And I always think about that Sag moon energy of like joy from doing something a little different. Okay. Eclipse season breakdown. Breakdowns, my God, breaking down. Every time I talk about eclipse season, I'm like, ooh, whoops, what is this Freudian slips coming out of my mouth? No, I'm just kidding. Eclipses, what are they? Let's talk about it. We're going to what they are, what to know, what to do, who's going to affect the most, what to avoid, yada, yada. So eclipses, first and foremost, let's just take a deep breath, because I feel like the internet, I'm going to take a sip of coffee with a dragon straw. I'm just laughing. Like, I'm just laughing at how unhinged I am, but just like in my very existence, I can't describe it. I'm just so outside of my own body right now. Like, girl, what are you doing? Eclipses are like very intense portals. They have been a subject of fascination, of awe, and yes, sometimes fear for as long as humans have been in connection with the cosmos, as long as they have gazed upon the heavens, right? And I just want to take a deep breath, because the internet, like, we love a clickbait moment. We do. And what is supposed to be awareness and preparedness has turned into like fear And it's turned into like, you have to buy this course or get this reading with me or else you're going to die during eclipse season or something bad's going to happen to you. Or just like, I'm sorry, I think we're all learning to like censor the bullshit. Many of us have been doing it for a while, I'm guessing. But when someone's just starting to post something or has a newsletter subject line and you're like, this is to literally drive up my fear and my adrenaline and go into like need lack mode. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. You have everything you need within you. Eclipses are forces of nature, but so are you. So are you. Okay. You motherfucking beautiful bad bitch. So just be like, I was born for this. I was made for this. Also, eclipses, they happen twice a year and like we're good. And if we can just work with the energy instead of letting yourself get worked over by it, which is just the difference of being conscious versus unconscious, or allowing and trusting versus like forcing and controlling, then I believe great magic can happen during them. And I've seen enough in my years of working with myself, my clients, to know that is true. Okay. So a little reminder, a little cosmic school, celestial school reminder, a solar eclipse is when the new moon passes between the earth and the sun, casting its shadow upon the earth's surface, aka a new moon on steroids. A lunar eclipse takes place when the earth's shadow falls on the full moon as it moves in its orbit. And these are like, this celestial ballet is happening in the sky. It's like, that's the astronomy of it. The astrology of it too is that it's when it happens within 17 degrees of the lunar nodes, the north node, the south node. That's what you hear about. The north node's in Pisces right now, south node's in Virgo. We have these correlating correspondent eclipses. Okay. And so I want you to think about like, in astrology, eclipses are there's a story being told always in the sky. And so they can help us really understand ourselves, give us cosmic context to our lives, a framework of what's happening around us, but also kind of how I look at them is a way of interpreting what the universe, what our guides want to tell us. And eclipses tell us twice a year, it's time to go into a potent portal of transformation, of change, of revelation, to be in this turbocharged new and full moon to catalyze events, to accelerate, our destiny lines. I think the universe understands that as humans, we are impatient and sometimes things are happening so damn slow, but it's for a reason. And I do think that when eclipses come, it's like things get karmic catch-up moments happen. Seeds we've been planting bloom with like, a miraculous love, a miracle grow, if you will, a miracle grow. And so because they occur near the lunar nodes, we know the lunar nodes connect us to karma, destiny, to fate, to our purpose. So it's like there's really an extra sense of that. And they urge us to pay attention to something, to critical areas of our life, to something that we're being called to realign with, or to trust that something's falling away. It's like not meant for us, something that's emerging that is meant for us. So eclipses can really be a big turning point. They can be karmic catch-up moments. I believe it's like chaos magic that creates miracles. And I do think that it is a time and a practice to remind us to let go and to surrender. And when we say let go and surrender, I think we even picture this like passive, like a woman in a white caftan just being like, I let go. But the universe sometimes is like, you're going to let go. And like, especially the Pisces kind of eclipse, it's not like floating down a beautiful, serene, like gorgeous little river. It's like, no, you're in a white water rafting trip and you're holding on for dear life. You have to let go of what the boat is doing and the water, right? Like, so there's like a holding on and anchoring into like your self-care. And the surrender doesn't feel like peaceful. It's more like I have to move around these rocks and these obstacles and just trust that I am being directed and protected and I'm being pushed in a new direction, right? And if I can work with it, and again, the water analogy is always coming up for me, like watching people surf. I'm like, yeah, working with this tide instead of trying to swim against it or getting caught in a rip current, I can get to where I want to go a little faster with a little bit more ease. So these celestial phenomena can catalyze personal and spiritual growth, inviting you to reevaluate your path, make vital changes, and even transform your future. So all of this was a really long intro into saying, mark your calendars. I've talked about it a bunch, but it's September 7th and the 21st. September 7th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse, a full moon in steroids in the sign of Pisces. On the 21st, we have a new moon on steroids, new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Now, One of the reasons that we recommend not manifesting during eclipses, there's a few things, but one, eclipses are erratic energy for sure. It's just a lot of energy. One teacher would say, it's like trying to charge your phone with a live voltage wire out in the streets. Like, would you do that? Probably not. Like, yes, is it all electricity? Of course, but we don't know what that means, right? I also think that eclipses, they happen in a Saros cycle. And this is from the NASA website. I was talking about this, which, normally a moon cycle, a lunation happens in 6 months. Saros cycle is 18 years. So it's like we experience things that happen in eclipses in 18-year cycles, which is great. Patterns repeat. We learn new things. We learn themes, threads connect, stories evolve. But like, I don't want to like put something in a manifestation portal and have it take a full ass like adult life, an adult, 18 years. And then the other thing I think is just why we don't manifest is what I just said. It's kind of cool just to say twice a year, I don't have to push forward. I don't have to work on my scripting, my manifesting, all of this. I can just relax. I can pay attention. I can tune in with myself, my guides, the universe. I can connect and I can think about what is my spiritual practice outside of just manifesting, because manifestation is a tool in the practice that shouldn't be your whole spiritual practice, right? Now, who is this going to affect the most? So if you have placements, especially like your sun or moon, if you have angles like your rising sign, your midheaven, or if you have like a Saturn near the eclipse sign and within 10 degrees of it, you're going to feel this the strongest. This is going to feel like, I always say the analogy of like an electrical storm. Like we're all going to feel the storm, the rain, the wind, the lightning. We're going to feel it. Ooh, something's happening. But if you have what I just mentioned, like I do in these eclipses, it's going to feel like we're holding on to a metal stake in that electric storm, like zap, zap, zap. And again, like it's just going to impact us. We want to pay attention to our self-care, our self-honoring, and our self-trust during these eclipses, especially, if we have those placements or angles close to the eclipse sign and degree. So for this upcoming one, if you have Pisces and Virgo, right? I should pull up the exact degree after I just said that. So let's just pull this up here. Now, Pisces and Virgos, you're going to feel this a lot. TBH, mutable signs in general are going to feel this a lot. So, Gemini, Sag as well. But I think that if you have this full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th is in 15 degrees of Pisces. And then the solar eclipse in Virgo is 29 in the anaretic degree of Virgo. So just look at your chart. What's happening in that part of your chart? Let's pay attention. So what we're going to do, what we're not going to do. What we're not going to do is, like I said, we're going to skip the manifestation. We're also going to skip the charging of crystals. Okay. That was my analogy before about charging the phone. It was supposed to be about charging crystals. I realized I just skipped over it again. What is my life? Who is she? Ungrounded. Because eclipse energy is unpredictable. We're just not trying to thread that needle right now. We're not forcing clarity, control, outcome, answers. There's just, we're releasing. We're also just not going to make rash decisions. Like if something we've never thought of before, like we've never entertained the idea of breaking up with someone, breaking up with them abruptly, or, moving across the country or accepting a job we haven't thought of. If something you've been working on for a while, something comes to life and is revealed during the eclipses, it's great. But eclipses, again, they're erratic energy, they're intense, and sometimes we don't have the full picture until the coming weeks and months. And we're also not going to go into fear mode or control mode, because eclipses will bring plot twists. Eclipses will bring switch ups, redirection, rejection, detours. And we're just going to trust that all of that is protection and it's happening for us, not to us. So if things don't go your way, you're going to say thank you, thing, for not working out, because I know something better, something more aligned is coming to me. Phew, thank God that didn't work out. Okay. I've seen this time and time and time and time and time again. I've seen it enough in my career and other people's that I know this is just truth. This is just fact. This is science. Okay, what to do? We're going to be open to insights, intuitive downloads, hits. Like I said, plot twists. The universe is rerouting you. The universe is probably giving you new directions, new inspiration. We're also going to focus on, like I said, self-care. We're going to rest. We're going to drink water. We're going to ground. We're going to make sure we're eating. We're not going to overbook ourselves if we can avoid it. We're going to keep it low key. Okay. We're going to also think about what are those practices outside of manifestation, right? Journaling, being in our body, meditation, pulling cards, doing shadow work. Shadow work is a huge eclipse season tool. In my book, in every chapter for every sign, I talk about like when to shelve an energy. That's just like a cute, cheeky way of talking about shadow work. So read those sections of the book. Really think about, especially if you have like, a lot going on in a certain part of your chart right now or a sign, or you want to know like, what is my Virgo shadow? What is Pisces shadow? What is the shadow of like, I have a Scorpio stellium. What do I need to know about that? What am I leaving behind? What am I readjusting? What am I growing through? What am I going through? What's being revealed? What am I being called to like realize that maybe I'm in a completed cycle with something? Maybe there's certain truths that can't be ignored. Okay. Like the shadow work is going to be very beneficial. And yeah, just doing like simple releasing rituals, like writing down what you're ready to let go of, leaving something on the altar of the eclipse. I love, getting intentional ink going on, a color of an ink that speaks to you, maybe connects to a chakra that you're working through. Write what you're releasing on it, fold the paper away from you, burn it in a safe container, let the eclipse energy do the rest. We are leaving something on the altar of the eclipse, right? So, I've talked about it a little bit before, but we want to look at the Pisces Virgo energy of these eclipses. You can look again in my book, Pisces energies I trust, Virgo energies practice makes magic. I talked about it a little bit last week, and we're going to be going through it together, in this container for 28 days. But I'm just going to encourage you to really think about those keys, right? Like I trust, practice makes magic. What does that mean to me right now? How am I being shown what that means to me more deeply? How can I trust it? Okay. And I want you to, as we wrap up here, really picture the sun and the moon as these like beautiful cosmic calendar girlies, these timekeepers. They are steady, they're reliable, they're giving us rhythm. And eclipses come and they disrupt that rhythm, right? Like we know the sun and the moon do something for us, so it can feel destabilizing. But it's destabilizing, it's like a wormhole, it's like a glitch, right, in the matrix, so that we can have some breakthroughs. So we're like, thank you, breakthrough, thank you, glitch. If you've been stuck, eclipses can free you. If you've been feeling limited, eclipses can liberate you. If life is already feeling good, eclipses can make things feel better, right? Like, but we have to trust. We have to make space for something even better. And like the name of my book, we might be called to do something where we're leaving our comfort zone for our cosmic zone. You are not meant to live a life of just staying in a place of such protection, of such plain small, that you miss out on life, that you miss out on the expansive energy that you are meant to feel and experience. So we're going to enjoy this cosmic fast forward button. We're going to just look at what's falling away, honor it. We're going to look at what's coming in. We're going to honor it. We're going to trust that whatever is leaving is clearing space for what is meant for us. And again, like I have fantastic eclipse stories. If you're watching this on YouTube, share a positive eclipse story. Some are magical, and some might also be like really like potent. I've had people like literally, go through a breakup on one eclipse 18 years later, get married under that same eclipse and realize like, oh my God, this is the culmination of healing and growth and like magic, right? A chaos comes out of eclipses, but creation comes out of chaos. So it's all part of it. And we are here to create and to expand and to move forward. So closing pep talk, gonna lean in. Listen, you've got this, okay? You've got this. Eclipses, they're not here to punish you, right? They're here to promote you. They're here to realign you, redirect you. They're the universe saying, let's just skip. Let's, again, red velvet vote. Let's get you into the club. Let's get you onto your path faster. So can you loosen your grip? Can you just unclench yourself a little bit, the jaw, the hands? Can you trust the chaos? Can you lean into the things that make you feel whole and grounded, strong? Okay. When you stop clinging to what was, your hands can be open to receive what's next. And just even saying, I allow is a great cosmic RX for eclipse season. So let's stay hydrated. Let's journal often. Let's not overbook, overschedule ourselves. Let's give yourself permission to dare, I say, gasp, rest, and let the universe then handle the rest. Okay. So that's it. That's for today. Just a little 101 Cosmic RX, Cosmic Self-Care for eclipse season. If you don't have your copy in the Cosmic Zone, this is what this book is made for, to guide us through archetypal energy and to have us understand what it means in a really embodied way to live in alignment with our divine assignment. And I'm just sending you all so much love, so much gratitude. This past year has just made me fall even more in love with this community and everything we get to do here. So of course, in this eclipse season, I am wrapping you in so much love, so much protection, so much big hugs. And, we're not manifesting it, but I am calling it that on the other side of here, there's some, oh wait, what big fat juicy checks and hot fulfilling toe curling sex waiting for you on the other side. Mwah. Until next week, it's your girl, Maddie Murphy. Bye. Do you love getting your Cosmic RX for the week here and want more? Make sure to sign up for our premium subscription so you can get exclusive access to bonus podcast episodes, all of my astrology info for the month ahead, and live new and full moon calls to help you manifest your dream life with an intentional international community of other cosmic baddies. Sign up through our link in show notes. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you want to know more about Cosmic RX, head on over to thecosmicrx.com. And if you really love this show, I'd love it if you left a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. I super love hearing from you and reading your reviews. All right, you cosmic baddie, tune in next week. And until then, remember, love yourself fully, work your magic, and take no shit.